Hello, loves. Connie here, coming to you live from my kitchen table in Cork with a cup of tea that is objectively too strong for polite company, and I don't care. Today's a big one. We are doing a full compilation. Connie's rules for living after 60, some reactions to American traditions that still confuse me daily, a little travel diaries update, and a list of things I flatly refuse to do at my age, no matter who asks nicely. So get comfortable, or don't. That's rule number 1, actually. Let's get into it. Rule 1, no beige clothing, ever. Beige is not a color, it's a warning sign. It says, I have given up, and I have not given up. I have simply redirected my energy toward biscuits. Rule 2, never say your age, let them guess, and let them guess wrong in your favor. If a nice young man at the shop says, and how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? You say, older than you'd think, younger than I look, and you walk away before he can do the maths. Rule 3, always order dessert. Life is short, and so, apparently, is the tiramisu portion at that new cafe in town, which is a crime I intend to write a strongly worded letter about. Rule 4, never apologize for the reading glasses on the chain around your neck. They are not a fashion failure. They are a filing system. I know exactly where my glasses are at all times, which is more than I can say for my keys, my phone, or occasionally Mare. Rule 5. If a stranger calls you young lady, you do not correct them. You say thank you, and you keep moving before they change their mind. Rule 6. You are allowed to leave any party after 8 o'clock with no explanation whatsoever. I'm going is a complete sentence. Rule 7. Buy the good biscuits, not the ones on special. The good ones in the tin that you usually save for visitors. You are the visitor now. You have earned it. Rule 8. Never let anyone see you drinking instant coffee in public. Do it at home, in peace and shame, like the rest of us. Rule 9. If your knees crack when you stand up, that is not a symptom. That is a sound effect. You are simply announcing your arrival. And Rule 10. You are allowed to repeat your stories. That is the entire point of having stories. If Mare has heard the one about the German tourists in Killarney 40 times, Mare can leave the room. Now then, I've been spending a bit of time with American television, American visitors, and one unfortunate afternoon on American Twitter, and I have some reactions. The tipping. I don't understand the tipping. I ordered a coffee, I paid for the coffee, and then the little machine turned around and asked me, with a straight face, if I would also like to leave 20%, 25%, or custom, which I can only assume is code for we're judging you either way. I left 15% and a look of deep confusion. The portions. A small coffee in America could put a grown man to sleep for a week. I saw a bowl of pasta once, on the telly, mind you, not in person, that appeared to be a family heirloom. Enough for a wedding, and the wedding after that. The slang. Somebody explained to me that bet now means yes, agreed, and not a small wager, and that no cap means I am not lying. And I have to say, at my age, I do not have the bandwidth. I said bet to Meyer once, ironically, and she looked at me like I'd joined a cult. And the enthusiasm. Every American till worker greets you like you've just returned from war. Hi, how are you? Great. Did you find everything okay? In Ireland, if the shop girl smiles at you twice, you assume she wants something. But I'll say this, the free refills, now that is civilization. I would like to formally request free refills be introduced to the entire European continent, effective immediately. Right, quick travel diaries update for those keeping track. Porto was a triumph. If you missed that one, go back and watch it. There was wine and there was minimal falling over. But I have news, big news. News I did not sign up for. News that Mare signed me up for, which, if you have watched this channel before, you will know is exactly how things go around here. Mare has booked us a trip to New Mexico. I said, Mare, I don't know anything about New Mexico. She said, that's the point, Connie. I said, is it the one with the desert? She said, yes. I said, will I need sunscreen or an entirely new understanding of the universe? She said, possibly both. So that's happening. New Mexico. I'm told there's green chili on everything, hot air balloons, and something called a road runner that I have only ever seen, chasing a coyote in a cartoon, so I have questions. Full episode coming soon, and I promise you, whatever goes wrong, I will film it. And finally, a short, comedic, but completely serious list of things I do not do at my age. Not won't. Don't. I do not act fragile. I will carry my own shopping bags up 3 flights of stairs, and I will complain about it the entire way, but I will carry them. I do not eat bland food. If it doesn't have flavor, I don't want it. Life gave me wrinkles. The least it owes me is seasoning. I do not stay home because it's raining. This is Ireland. If I stayed home every time it rained, I would never have left the house since 1974. I do not pretend to enjoy small talk about the weather for longer than 30 seconds. Say your piece about the rain and move on. I do not wait for a special occasion to use the good tablecloth. Tuesday is a special occasion. I am alive on a Tuesday. That is the occasion, and I do not let anyone else pick the wine. That ends badly for everyone, every time. So there you have it. My rules, my reactions, my travel troubles, and my refusals, all delivered with the seriousness they deserve, which is not very much. New Mexico is coming, whether I'm ready or not, and knowing Meyer, I will not be ready. If I don't do it, Meyer will, and you don't want Meyer doing it. Thanks for spending time with me. Subscribe if you'd like more of this nonsense, and I'll see you in the desert.